Ted Jenkin from Oxygen Financial.
1,302 points, Ted.
Is that it?
That's how many points I need for my free airline ticket. Now, you deal with this all the time. You've had this conversation on this very program often, how you tell people to be smart about when you're spending your money, because nowadays you can spend the dollar but earn 10 times the dollar if you do it correctly. Am I right?
10 times the
I
dollar.
want to say I do give Bailey a 10 for creativity on this. This is it's very creative what he's thinking about.
Yeah.
Here.
Just let me recap here.
I'm not sure how ethical it is, but it's a 10 for creativity.
I've offered an opportunity of a lifetime to young Brandi and young Nate to get a credit card for Southwest, because when you sign up, you get 50,000 miles. It's two round trip tickets. The first $2,000 you spend. When I refer them, I get 5,000, which would give me.
It's 8 weeks, by the way.
It's perfect, because I'm leaving the end of March.
8 weeks.
So this would be like hitting the nail on the head.
It just works out so great for you.
And I'm going to pay them back the $2,000 that they spent.
That works out so great for them.
Ted, tell me what the problem. Where are the holes in this?
All right. Well, this is what I said in here. First of all, if they open up a credit card, which could be good for them, yes, they could get the 50,000 points. There could be some miles and things like that, but they immediately go ahead and close that card. That's one of the major mistakes people make with their FICO scores, is that, FICO likes the idea of you opening up cards. They actually do, but they want you to hold on to the cards. The big mistake a lot of people make is they pay off a card and then they close it out, and that actually could hurt your score. So as long as they keep the card open, and they don't even have to use it that much, just have to keep it open.
What about that annual fee of $100?
Well, I think Jason should pay that here.
That's what I said, but it makes sense.
Absolutely.
And I have no problem paying it, just as long as I get the 6,000 miles per year.
Yeah.
Oh, so you'll do it indefinitely as long as they're giving you the miles for flying.
No, then that doesn't do anything for us.
Yeah, but
You
We're
just got
doing-
50,000 miles.
No, but we're doing this to get you those initial
So, Ted,
miles.
this is probably what you deal with when people come in and they're like, hey, I got $5 million. Please tell me how to invest it. You probably don't deal. You don't deal with the whininess of this room, do you? I mean, this is they're just not appreciative. They don't realize.
Appreciative of having to open a credit card to give you miles every month? No, absolutely not.
They don't get that you can.
I love
You're mad we're not dumb enough to fall for your plan.
But could
This
you guys
is
use the two
great.
tickets? This is one of the questions. Could you use 50,000 points for
Thank
two
you.
tickets? I mean, could
Please.
you use it?
Well, that's the other thing. You do.
And Steve, I'm just going to
Yeah.
say, too, here, how are your other credit cards? That's what we haven't looked at. Maybe you have some credit cards that aren't so good and aren't earning miles now, and these are better than the ones that you have now.
You could think about, from what Ted just said and what Bailey's saying, guys, and I'm talking to you, Brandi and Nate, because there are benefits. The reason you will give Bailey your $6,000 a year when this annual fee is paid is because that he's paying your $100. So you basically get a free credit card, but what you get initially is 50,000 miles. That's all you'll ever get.
We only get that if we spend $2,000 for Jason.
But he's going to pay you back when you spend the $2,000. So actually,
I'll do it if he gives me the $2,000 before.
why won't you write her a check ahead of time?
What do you think about that, Ted? You don't give the cash before the purchase is.
I
spent.
can kind of see both sides of this, which is Brandi saying, I trust Jason.
Yeah.
But then again, once Jason gets the miles, what's really his benefit to give me the cash? And if he doesn't give me the cash, I'm basically stuck out here, hung out to dry with $2,000 bill.
Also, wouldn't 2 tickets to Vegas be cheaper than $2,000? So how are you saving here?
Well, that's what I said. That would be the easy question, but yes. But I need to purchase something for $2,000.
He
That's
has
the
to
only
make
reason.
that's it. He's making a purchase of $2,000. That's why it works.
This
for him.
conversation wouldn't be happening if I didn't have a purchase of that amount.
You got a whole list of people that could do this for you. I'm
Ted,
not the one.
Do people come into you with their different credit cards and their rewards and ask you to manage them?
No, they do, and I have to tell you that it is one of the things that people manage the least. And I actually bring that up. No, Jason, a lot of times people don't even think about it. And then when we come in, we have a dashboard that we can sync in all of your frequent flyer accounts. Most people don't even know. They might have a Sky Miles account, but then they've got an account at a Marriott or a Hilton, and then they have one with Hertz Rent-A-Car, and before you know it, they've got all these point programs, but they don't know how to stretch it. And what I do like to hear about Bailey's creativity is saying, I'm thinking about how to stretch my points and get other point programs to get me some freebies. And a lot of people don't think of that as money, but you're right, it's money.
Just like the idea of going to, let's say you have a $500 purchase at Home Depot. Don't just go and spend $500 at Home Depot. Go to Kroger. Let's say, for example, buy the $500 in gift cards there because of all the fuel perks that you'll get. I mean, even if you're saving 90 cents a gallon up to 30 gallons for 2 months, you're still saving money. You're getting a bonus.
Yeah, you were going to spend it anyway. You found a way to save money while you're spending that amount either way.
But I think the key with what Jason's talking about is you have to ask that question. Wherever you go and shop, you still want to be asking, do you have a rewards program? Is there something here that I can get more than the dollar that I'm spending today? And you'll find at most places like grocery stores or even department stores, if you ask, they want they want loyalty. They want that business back. There's going to be another way to stretch the dollar to get more for your money.
And I assume even like outside of that, department stores and stuff where people are buying more and more online, do you think there'll be more discounts or points or something when you actually go into the store, the brick and mortar?
Oh, I think brick and mortar is dying, and dying quickly.
Dying a very quick death.
Wow.
Without a doubt.
Amazon's punishing them with left and right hooks and putting them out of business quickly.
Okay.
But see, you don't think, I've got a buddy that works the system. He's been doing it for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Every trip that he takes, he's VIP, first class, doesn't pay for airfare. And I'm not just talking within the continental U.S., it's outside. Doesn't pay for hotel, doesn't pay for food. Because like as Ted was saying, these points not only are for airfare, but they're for hotel, they're for food, they're for shopping. Like you go on and you say, I'm going to buy $10. If you buy it on their website, you're getting $15, right?
Yeah, well, especially on places like Chase and American Express, they often have something called clearance racks. So if you need a vacuum or a television, you could go out and buy it. But a lot of times you think the points aren't going to be worth the same value as buying it, but they discount a lot of those points if you pay attention in the backside of the system and the credit cards, and you can get a really good deal on a lot of items for cheap.
Yeah, you definitely have got in this day and age to read what your card will do for you.
I mean,
and in this case, I think it works.
A good example is if you're Verizon. I think I said this maybe a year ago on the program, but if you're Verizon, they have a smart rewards program. A lot of people don't even sign up for it. So Verizon's your carrier. They have a program where they give you free points. It doesn't cost you anything more. Once you get 5,000 points, you can get a free $50 hotel gift card to use at over 1,000 hotels in the United States just for spending the same bill that you would be spending at Verizon anyway.
And again, if you look at some of the bills that you have to pay on a monthly basis, take Georgia Natural Gas, for example. I believe it's natural gas, not power. I think it's the gas. When you pay your bill, you automatically get Delta Sky Miles because they're partners.
I know that. Now we're talking.
But you have to sign up for it. If you pay your bill like through AT&T or some other, for some credit cards, they'll automatically get you Sky Miles, actually ×2 or ×3 or ×5.
So you should your advice, Ted, is just ask whoever you're dealing with, ask the question, is there any form of rewards program?
Well, I think most people are thinking about their money. They're thinking about 401ks, IRAs, savings, checking. Your miles, your points are money, and you want to figure out how to maximize that as part of your future. And again, like Jason's saying, free hotel, free trip, free goodies, things like that are going to be important during the course of a year.
In closing, should these guys do this deal with Bailey for the credit?
No, I wouldn't do it.
Well, that's why I didn't ask you.
Sorry, I did. I asked. I just wanted to know.
Well, I know Ted doesn't need to. He's got too many credit cards.
No. I said, is it good for them?
I think Jason's idea is really good. I think what Brandy's talking about, which is hard, is the friendship thing. Now we're talking about the trust of this $2,000. It can make it difficult.
But you wouldn't pay the $2,000 up front.
No.
Wow. So as long as she trusts me, there's no reason for her not to trust me.
Therein lies the question.
It's all about trust.
When you want someone to buy something for you, you always give them the money to go buy that item. So you would give me the money first.
All right, I'm done with you. Nate, how you feeling over there?
I'm not in.
Such a puss.
All right, you know what I'll do? I'll transfer 3,000 of my points to Bailey.
thank you.
I'll do it.
That would be nice if you would help
I would
Bailey
do it.
out. He's trying to get someplace.
I don't want a handout. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I want to earn them. And this was just...
By one of us buying them.
I think you tried to help today.
Tried to help a nation.
That's
A whole nation.
I think you tried.
Tried to help a nation of millennials understand the money business.
Ted, how can you be reached to help advise on points?
Well, I actually did. I wrote a great article on this a couple of years ago, and if you go to oxygenfinancial.net, I'll send you my 10 hacker tips on how to get more frequent flyer points and more miles. Not only the ones we discussed on here, but 3 or 4 others you probably have never heard of before. Go to oxygenfinancial.net. I'll give you my hacker tips.
That's good.
And we are going to Bon Jovi this weekend, and 10 of our listeners.
Yeah, we had Michael Morello, Alan Saunders, and Tanya Daniels from the show. They all won tickets, and all be at Bon Jovi with us on Friday night.
Excellent. Congratulations. All right. Thank you, Ted. Headlines round number 3. What do you got there, Brandi?
We have tickets to A Perfect Circle Tuesday, May 5th. Verizon Amphitheater tickets on sale now. Ticketmaster.com.
All right, there you go. 2 big stories from today. Your job match up the audio with the correct headline here, 404-741-7625. You want in on headlines for A Perfect Circle? We'll do it next. It's Bailey and Southside Rock 100.5.
Rock 100.5 right now, Haviland Express Loop.